And welcome back. Second hour as we continue to make our way around the spring camps. We were in Nashville the other day. We land in Columbia today, and when I looked down and saw that Rocket Sanders was talking to us from Columbia, I did a double take, and then I remembered that Rocket made the move after the season from Fayetteville to Columbia. First of all, Rocket, we're thrilled to have you on. We have been enchanted with your play in Arkansas. How are you doing? And what about the new geography around you? Do you like it?
Yeah, actually, first I want to say thank y'all. And yeah, it's been good, and South Carolina been treating me well.
Well, we are happy to have you. Listen, let's talk about South Carolina first, and then we'll maybe look back at some of your highlights in the past for Coach Pittman. But what have you found since you got there? Obviously, Coach Beamer is an offensive-minded guy. Give us the lay of the land in Columbia.
First thing, just being in South Carolina so far, it's family based. You know what I mean? Definitely, I feel like that's the big thing when it comes down finding a new home. So I definitely say it's family based with the players. Felt very welcome when I first got on campus or whatnot, and you know, just just thrilled to see what's the season gonna be like, and this workout wise with spring and going in January, it was very good for me. You know what I mean, just to for a recovery type of point, like to a point, and just getting to know the players and getting to know the coaches around me as well.
I mean, you pretty much did it all in high school. You played wide receiver, running back. You played linebacker. In college, you were. I mean, you look down the field, and there you were. How are you going to fit into the offense at South Carolina?
So crazy thing is, the offensive coordinator, Loggins, he was at not South Carolina, he was at Arkansas with me as well. So the offense is technically a little bit, I'll say, somewhat the same. Of course, different plays or whatnot, but definitely the same offense that I ran my freshman and sophomore year, and junior year as well. So I feel like freshman and sophomore year, and so I feel like the offense that's here now is something that I played in before. So just a little bit different, different plays like I said, but same offense. So I played in this offense. So that was another thing, trying to find another school. That was another thing, the type of offense they ran.
Rocket, so much is made here and elsewhere about the portal and what goes into it. And a lot of coaches like it, a lot of coaches don't. Explain to us what the portal offers a young player like you, who listen, you did it all. It's not like you just showed up for a hamburger in Fayetteville and left. I mean, you put in your time. What went into your decision?
Really, I'd probably say the main thing was being close back home because I have a little one, so being close by home. You know what I mean. I talked to schools down there as well before I figured out my decision, but I wanted to be a little bit closer to home. Fayetteville was about 17 hours away from Florida, so that was the main one as well. Like the main out of the five that I was choosing whenever I hit the transfer portal was a spot that was going to be close by home since I have a little one.
Well, that's great. So where else were you looking at? I mean, you're from Florida, right?
Yeah, so I was looking at Florida. I had Florida that I was talking to, Missouri. Um, whenever I hit the portal, there was a lot of schools that reached
I
out.
bet. Um, that has to be a crazy feeling. I mean, you've already been through it once, recruiting, but when you hit the portal and you have not only are you a great player, you got one of the best names in college football, best nicknames, I should say. How does that work, and what are the procedures?
Oh, I'll probably say whenever I hit the transfer portal, the difference between hitting the transfer portal, I didn't my first year going into college, well before college, and trying to do my recruitment, I was in the little COVID situation to
Right.
where whenever I wanted to take visits, and right when I was going to take a visit, the COVID thing happened, so all my visits was on Zoom. So I probably say the difference was I did have options to go places to visit, and South Carolina was one of them, and that was the only one that I visited and fall in love with the area of South Carolina and the facility or whatnot there, and I just stick to the spot I visit, and I probably say that's the only thing that was very different. I didn't get to pick and choose whenever I first came, just because all the visits was on. It was virtual.
Yeah, well, listen, you're there now. The facilities are pretty much unbelievable, as you know, and the stadium is great. What the whole thing about South Carolina, I've always felt, Rocket, is the experience. And I'm trying to remember, have you played a game at South Carolina yet?
Nah, so
Okay.
South Carolina, nah, I never. So the fan base looked crazy. That was one thing as well. The fan base is look wild, but no, they had came to Arkansas whenever I played
Okay.
them.
Well, you better be a basketball fan. A lot happening with both the men's team yesterday and the women's team playing. I think they're playing right now. But the point being, talk about Coach Beamer though, because he seems like he's the ultimate players coach. What is there about him? And obviously, you mentioned the OC that attracted you.
Really, with him being the head coach, and I start whenever I first met him and heard from him. He a very family guy. Family guy. That was a big thing, with me having a little one and me being a family guy as well. I feel like just whenever I met him, I felt comfortable just by like just talking about not even just about football, but about everything other than football. And I feel like I gained my trust from him very fast. You know what I mean? And just with him, I just felt comfortable. And I feel like he's a type of guy that's gonna always keep it 100, and I feel like that plays a big part with him being the head coach.
Rocket, we talked to Coach Pittman the other day, and I mean, you played such a big role as that program was taking off last year. I don't know what happened. Was it difficult going through all the things that you went through, and that team just did never seem to gel last year, did it?
Yeah, everybody gonna go through their ups and downs, which we did. I feel like we was still tight, during that season last year. With my injuries, starting off with my knee, and then my shoulder, that was a thing that I didn't expect to happen with my knee. So that was another point with me. But just with me being a captain as well, that was a big role. So I always was trying to uplift the next person and everybody else on my team and myself as well, going through the injury standpoint and the year we had, because that's not something that we expected to happen. And just we was just trying to stay positive through it all.
Rocket, is your health? Are you back in pretty good shape right now, getting through all the injuries?
Yeah, actually doing rehab right now, so coming back from my shoulder injury.
You mentioned your little one. I don't know. I know it's early, but he's named after you. Are we talking about a big-time football player here?
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm gonna put him in all sports. See, I'm a basketball guy too. So I played basketball growing up. So he already got his form figured out and all that. He left-handed as well. So
Hey, Rocket, haven't seen some of these NBA salaries. I mean, football's great, but the career might be longer if he goes the NBA route.
oh yeah,
Is there if you had to like say, okay, I want him to
if I
play?
had to pick and choose,
Yeah.
yeah, I probably say basketball because basketball is like. See, I have a little brother actually. He's playing travel ball. He just finished his freshman year of high school. So my mom been a fan of basketball since I was young. My older brother as well. So she always been a basketball fan. So whenever I made decision to South Carolina, and she realized that the basketball team was good, and she been on South Carolina women's basketball team, watching them for a minute. So she was happy about that.
Well, we are so happy and excited to reconnect with you. Continued all the best on your rehab. I don't know if I'm going to make it by the time Junior makes the NBA, but I'm sure pulling for him.
Thank you.
Hey,
Appreciate y'all.
Well, can't wait to see you this fall. Rocket Sanders
Yes, sir.
joining us. You bet. From Columbia. Got to get used to saying that. He's been such an important part of the Arkansas program. We take a break. We have a lot more happening on this Friday afternoon. We'll continue to visit the camps in the next few weeks.